disappeared. As for the other weapon, lies, as always, we're keeping them honest. Today, Libyan authorities showed off what they say was a massive shipment of pills they intercepted. They say al-Qaeda was trying to smuggle in 37 million painkillers to alter the minds of young people so they would join the fight against Gaddafi. Remember, this has been Gaddafi's claim from the beginning, the most bizarre, perhaps, of all his claims. I asked a top government Gaddafi spokesman about that claim on the program last night, and as you'll notice, he's clearly not interested in answering specific questions about this pill-popping theory. The claim I find hardest to understand is this claim that Libya's youth are being given hallucinatory pills and then brainwashed to attack. Again, Gaddafi said it was Americans doing this first. Now he says it's bin Laden. What drugs are being used? Specifically, what hallucinatory pills?
Actually, the leader did not specifically accuse the United States of America. He really said that al-Qaeda are very highly trained individuals who now look more secular than the dwellers of the caves in Afghanistan. They wear trainers and jeans.
I'm asking you what pills, what hallucinatory pills?
Young people to join them against. We did indeed capture young people using those pills to...
What pills? No, I'm asking. I mean, are you talking about methamphetamine? Are you talking about ecstasy? Are you talking about LSD? Are you talking... what are you talking about? Well, he couldn't answer that question last night. Now, today, suddenly, a few hours after that interview, the big drug bust by Libyan authorities, and the drug they claim is being used is tramadol. The problem is, tramadol is not a hallucinogenic drug. It's a moderate to severe painkiller used in hospitals. The two most common side effects, by the way, are drowsiness and constipation. If this is what the Libyan government was hoping would make its case, they need to find a new prescription. Last night, when I continued to press Gaddafi's spokesman on what drugs his boss was talking about, here's what he said.
I'm not an expert. We are really now dealing with the matter from all sides. Let me just...
But wait, sir, let me just go. I got to ask this because you are basing your entire argument, your leader is basing his entire explanation. He says this every time on these hallucinatory pills. It seems to defy logic. You're saying that a small band of terrorists have been able to manufacture, import, distribute large quantities, huge quantities of hallucinatory pills across vast areas, hundreds of miles apart, to various cities, and then been able to continually drug tens of thousands of Libyan young people so that they will fight? Does that make any sense to you at all?
No, this is not the story. Anderson, this is not the story we are putting forward. This is one element of the story.
All right, so he's saying it's just one element. He went on to say that I was sensationalizing things, focusing on one minor point his leader had mentioned as part of a much larger explanation. The truth, however, is that completely unproved theory of Gaddafi's is the one he and his son put forward all the time. Take a look.
Kids, 16 or 17 years old, they give them pills at night. They put hallucinatory pills in their drinks, their milk, their coffee, their Nescafe, and then they tell them after they have taken the pills and say, come on, go attack.
There were many units that we have uncovered, Libyans, Arabs, using drugs.
These people have been drugged, children who have been drugged.
Some of them were on drugs.
They are on hallucinogenic drugs.
They are giving them those pills. They are given pills. Take the pills, those pills. The pills.
Those hallucination pills.
Those who offer pills to your children, arrest them.
Those are just some of the mentions of these pills. What makes Gaddafi's al-Qaeda pill-popping theory even harder to understand and even more impossible to believe is that it contradicts the other central argument he and his government spokesman and his son make, that Gaddafi has made Libya a bastion against al-Qaeda.
Libya is the only country free of al-Qaeda in the region.
All right, well, if that's true, then how can you claim that al-Qaeda has been smuggling in all these pills, distributing them, infiltrating all these coffee shops, and continually drugging all these people? How can you claim that if you believe this Gaddafi spokesman?
Libya is the only country free of al-Qaeda in the region.
So, to sum up, Gaddafi and his son and his spokesman want you to believe that al-Qaeda, which does not exist in Libya, is maintaining a major drug smuggling operation and at the same time recruiting and running a massive army of unknowing, stoned kids who are killing troops and policemen while rampaging and tripping on pills that don't actually make you trip or rampage. If that's not a logic-defying lie, I don't know what is. The Libyan leader and his spokesman also continue to claim the government doesn't target civilians. Pictures show otherwise. This is video from last Friday in Tripoli, people leaving a mosque unarmed, heading to join other protesters and being fired upon. Another video, protesters in a funeral march being fired upon. And here is an airstrike yesterday in the desert outside Brega, the only target within miles, about 250 people, armed volunteers, Libyans heading to Brega to defend it from attack. Arun Ben Wiedemann was with them.
We're outside the town of Brega where this ongoing battle is happening, and we watched this Libyan Air Force plane flew overhead. Now I can tell you exactly what the target was. It was us. It was us and the people all around us, which was, I'd say, about 250 individuals, most of them volunteer fighters getting ready to move ahead forward into Brega to engage the Libyan forces. So I guess, yeah, we were the target, nothing else.
Again, some of the people were armed and belonged to anti-government forces. The government claims they are al-Qaeda operatives and that they're only targeting ammunition dumps. There were no ammunition dumps where that bomb fell, only people. And Ben Wiedemann says there may have been hardcore Islamists in the mix in Benghazi, but the vast majority are Libyan civilians, untrained and poorly equipped.